All right, man. So fair or foul vibes, man. You know, this was given still by Princess, curated this vibe as well. So you chilling, your life is exactly how it looks right now. You get this text message. You can quit your job when you're ready. I'm gonna get you a car for $450 weekly allowance. Uh love, love, but you have to handle all house needs, no bills. You get that text. Fair or foul, you quitting your job or you staying with it?
Foul.
What the?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
450 ain't enough.
That's
That's
not yeah,
smoke.
I was gonna say that's too little.
450 is not enough.
Hold
The
on.
only way that would be fair for me is if that was roughly how much I made weekly.
But I got a
If I
question.
made around that amount or less, then cool. That's fair.
So it needs to supplement your income.
If you want me to stop working,
Hold on, Princess, may I?
yeah.
So, but what I'm saying is, wouldn't that mean? So I hear what you're saying, but if I'm eliminating your bills,
Right.
we're talking about the money left over. 450 left over a week is decent. No,
No.
She
I
can't.
don't. What?
She
What was
can't buy
that?
no Louis Vuitton on $450 a week.
here you go.
Exactly.
Here you go.
You're right. Facts. I can't. I also can't travel that much with that either. But
Princess, each week you can get something. You buy the ticket week 1, you buy the flight week 2, you buy the hotel week 3, spend the money week 4.
and
Bow.
it's not even about. But what I'm saying is like for you to offer me 450 a week and to tell me to stop working, that's still, in my opinion, minimizing. Like where I am currently.
So
Even though you're taking away the
Hold on,
bills, because then
hold on,
you're
Kitty.
telling me I gotta
So,
clean up and cook for you every night.
so
I'm not a fan of that either.
is it tied to what you know you can produce for yourself as opposed to what
Yes.
he's giving you? So it's like you're limiting what you know you could do for yourself, so to speak,
Yeah,
as
I guess.
opposed to supplementing a lifestyle. Because you have the lifestyle, but you know I can on my own I can bring in more than this and have what I want.
Mm-hmm.
but
what if, can I just say something like, I genuinely like my job. At least one of them.
That too.
So like for me, it's like, so I'm supposed to sit at home, right? I clean up and all the things, which I already do for myself, because you said the current life I have, right? And it's like, then what? Be like, just wait for you to come home? Like for me, I literally, I feel like I live a fulfilled life because I genuinely like the work that I do. Like it gives me purpose. So for me, I don't want to be sitting at home. It's not, for me, it's not just so much about the income that I make for myself. Like I feel like the work that I do gives me purpose. So for me, it's like, so I'm supposed to not do that, to do the things I already currently do, and then do nothing else with that and just wait for you to get home.
Why does it go to like this like rotten like sit on the couch every day wait for you to get home vibe?
Okay, so what I'm asking then, Keenan, so then I would just be, because what I'm saying is, so then I would just be what, going to work but not getting paid? Like what would I be doing with that time? Because I feel like what I currently do now feeds into my purpose. So what would I be doing even if I'm not recording? Like I'm become a content creator.
Hey,
But I don't want to, because I love my job. You see what I'm saying? Like I love my job. I would rather be doing groups.
So let me ask you a question. May I?
Of course.
Do you feel like you're stripping a part of your identity if you were to quit your job? Like, why can't you fulfill your purpose in another way? So I agree with you. You love your job. You said it's within your purpose. So do you feel like if you're not doing that job in a specific way you're doing it, you losing a part of your identity?
I don't feel that way, because I think that even with the job that I'm doing now, like I see it evolving, right? But but my spouse would be asking me to quit my job, which I guess is like, is it just that job? Or is it like, hey, I don't want you to work? Because for me, then I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'll just start my business doing groups, which would be me doing the same thing that I'm doing now, just with a different name on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm still working. So like I'm still not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's for me. That's why I went to what else would I be doing with my time?
So zero to do with the 450.
For me, no, like that's not like number one, I know I can provide for myself, but it's more of like, what else would I be doing with that time?
Yeah. I think the only way that this would kind of work is if you're a mom. Because if you're asking me to quit my job, even if it is something that I like, I can now be an efficient mom. Like there's no excuse for me not to be a bomb ass mom and a wife too, because I have time now to do those things. And if you're taking care of all the bills, including the kids, and I have $450 a week, like now I'm able to be a mom, fulfill the responsibilities 100%. Right. And then still get that quote unquote allowance, which, by the way, I hate that word. I'm not a kid. But yeah.
I don't know.
You prefer a stipend?
I was gonna say stipend.
Hey, look, if our lifestyle don't change, give me that 450. It'd be the cleanest. I'll pay for the cleaning service. I'll pay for the cleaning service out of the first payment. I get it in after that.
I'm not gonna lie, 450 don't go very far anymore.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not looking at 450 as my only. So look, this is my mindset, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not saying I want to be a stay-at-home dad. I don't even really care how people perceive it. What I'm saying is, if you gave me my time the way it looks now, my kids still went to school. I wake up, get them ready, they still go to school, and I'm allotted when they get to school to when they get out to be able to move how I want. Oh, it won't be long. I'll take that 450 for a year. It won't be long.
I get what you're saying. I'm gonna go back to Princess's point, or what I assume, or what I thought Princess's point was. I just know that I can generate more, and I want to maximize that as much as possible. So I think that, and it also ties back into purpose, because I feel like my purpose is tied to what I can create and provide for myself. It's probably not as at peace as Asia is, which I think is beautiful. And I think it's good to have that perspective, because you don't hear people talk about that a lot, about them being fulfilled and enjoying what they do. You know, that I think that's beautiful. But for me, I'm better when I'm pushing myself, you know, in that capacity. That's just me.
May I? Lewis, may I?
Yes. Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. So my thing is, and I really want. I'm asking you and Princess and Asia, why does quitting the job now limit your like? Why does that limit what you can provide? Like, why doesn't it make you create something or do something that you can still provide? It may not be what it was when you quit, but you can now go build that thing and still provide in that way.
Because I think we all chose jobs that fulfilled it to a degree. I think we make the choice to choose the careers that we're currently in. We're all capable people. If we weren't in a place or position where it was worth, not just from a money perspective, but worth fulfilling our needs as people, we probably wouldn't be doing it anyway.
That's true.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I will say that I would feel differently, to Britt's point, if I had kids and that gave me the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, I would definitely feel differently. And I would possibly feel differently if I absolutely just hated what I did for a living.
So I'm gonna tell you why I feel so strongly on this. So y'all know I taught for 10 years and I had summers off, and I really realized the power of time. When you have intentional time, when you wake up, the kid, even before I had kids, you wake up and it's like you see how fast everybody else is moving, and you see how much you can really get done in a day when you're intentional about your own time. So I had the career, I had the job, but here I was allotted 8 weeks where I was still getting paid, but I didn't have to go report anywhere. So in my mind, in those summers, I was able to make up more ground on what I wanted to do in those 8 weeks that most people got to do in a year. So I guess for me, it's like being able to see that in real time. I just don't. If the thing for me, if you paying all the bills, and I know it sounds weird coming from a guy, I don't see it as me staying at home trying to be at home.
So, and I think that's where the disconnect is. So let's change. and say that you are a stay-at-home father full time though, meaning the kids are staying there and you're homeschooling. You don't get that free.
I'm not doing that. No.
So I think looking at it from, I have that free time to do all this stuff. We're looking at it.
My kids in school. She paying all the bills, so they going to school.
But if Brittany's gonna be a stay-at-home mom, the kids gonna be there too. They're young.
Oh no.
You look at it from like a young perspective. Like your kids are young now. They're not in school. They offered you, your woman offered you that position. Would you take that for $450 a week and stand at home and play with the kids?
Hell no.
All right, then.
and I also think that the perspective for a woman is different because like I was raised to like have your own, right? So for me, $450 a week plus, didn't the end of the text say, okay, I'll pay all the bills, and then he said, what?
You take care of the house stuff.
You take care of
all the house needs, no bills.
Yeah, like for me, I always feel like stuff like that is like a way of controlling for a lot of people, not for everyone. And so you can't control me off of $450 a week. You get what I'm saying?
How much it costs?
Can he pay to control you?
Yeah, how much it costs?
Like that's not you can't do that with $450 a week. It has to be more than $450 a week. I don't care if you are paying the bills.
How much can he control you? I'm just saying, what's that price? What's that price tag?
What's that number?
I can't give you a number, but I'm just saying, like it's coming off like controlling to me, and $450 just doesn't seem like enough for me to like your meal gonna be hot and ready every night.
So that's why the $450 take care of Uber Eats too. So I'm saying this. what Princess, real question, because this is what gets me, yo. Right? Like, I feel like as millennials, we attach to lifestyle so much, right? But like, let me ask y'all this: if y'all had to do that for 3 years for the greater goal to be accomplished, would you do it then?
What's the greater goal, bro?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Say if you had to do that. Say if you had to do that because it was easier. I guess I'm just throwing this out there. It was easier for you to stay home and eliminate childcare and some other things. You staying home saved us money in order for us to go do the next thing, whether it's buy a house or do whatever the next setup is. Like you staying home and me doing that saved us money versus paying the $3,000 in child care every month. Would that change the perspective if you could see where it was going and then you were asked that?
Yeah,
I said it would change the perspective if it came down to kids. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But that brings in a different element because I feel moment of vulnerability, right? Been there for real, been there. Where I had to take a sacrifice in terms of childcare during COVID. Work like changed for me. Right. So I'm looking, I just finished a master's degree. Can't apply the degree because I got a kid at home. But I knew my husband was out making moves, doing all these things to put us in a better space, once COVID kind of settled down. And now we're reaping the benefits I'm reaping the benefits really of that sacrifice, and we're kind of doing that together. But it brings in so the answer to the question, Keenan, is yes. However, when you're in it, it's kind of hard to see the greater goal. Like you really want to throw in the towel sometimes. It brings in a different vibe because you're not always in a good space because you're the one that's making the sacrifice. So I'll say that you have to consistently remind yourself that there is a greater goal. So for some people, it might be easier to say, no, I'm not going to do that because the greater goal seems so far-fetched and I have to sit in this mud for this X amount of time, and I really don't want to do that. I'd rather get to the finish line quicker or a different way where I don't have to sacrifice my own personal, I don't even want to say happiness because it wasn't sadness, but like my own self-fulfillment temporarily just to get to the end goal. Some people don't want to do that.
That was good, Brittany.
Jay, did you pick?
Yeah, I did.
What did you say? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No. That's not
okay.
No.
What's your number, Jay?
Yeah.
You can be pimped out too, my boy. What's your number?
Yeah.
Nah, have a number. I'm just not doing that. Some people, I'm gonna just be. I don't want to be a stay-at-home anything. I've never had a stay-at-home job. I don't want to be stay-at-home anything. That's just me. Hell
You
no.
know, the thing
I'm
is,
with you, bro. I gotta work. I gotta do something.
I just don't equate it to not doing anything. I think is what the point I won't let up on. I get what you're saying though, Lewis, but it's not saying they're not doing anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of dudes wouldn't say this. I believe myself to be a pretty good dad. I love my babies.
Yeah.
I've been with my babies this Friday through today.
Mm-hmm.
And if I knew for a fact I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I might have canceled the night. What? I would have to go to man. No, and it ain't even. Hey, yo.
We've been with them all day.
Hey, bro. Hey, Lewis, am I lying, bro?
Nah, man, you been with them all day, man.
And the thing is, don't get me twisted. Don't see this is what parents don't really acknowledge. I love my children, but boy,
yep,
they don't understand personal space. My oldest just want to play, grabbing on me all the time, dog. If I had to be a stay-at-home dad tomorrow, we'll probably have to fight. I love him. I do, but it can be so overwhelming because you don't have time to think. And I am ranting, dad rant real quick. Even to this point, you even have you have to make a decision every time they go down to take a nap. Do I want my energy back, or do I want to get this thing done? Literally every time they're going down for a nap. So I said that to say, me personally, I think it takes a special person to be a stay-at-home whatever.
Yeah,
it just does, dog. I'm not for it. I wouldn't even. Hey, look, if I had enough money to make my wife stay at home, I'd get a nanny. Fuck that. I'm not going through that.
Yeah.
I'm not going through that. I'm not going through it, bro. That joint is so taxing for anybody, emotionally, mentally, and like, nah.
At that age, at that age, it is. At that age, it is.
And that's why I'm speaking to my experiences.
When I was in college, I was a nanny. For a woman, she had 3 boys at the time, or 4. It was like 4 under like 6, and it was wild. And where would she be? She would be upstairs in her room, and she would just say, "Please, I just need a break," because she was a stay-at-home mom, but she had me as a nanny. And so I would go over a couple days out the week, literally just so she could breathe. And she would say, "I'm upstairs. I have told them that I'm going to the store. I am not here. Do not disturb me if anything goes wrong, call her dad." And she was just legit, just upstairs chilling, just chilling, because she needed that break.
I'm not. Asia, I had a joke that I ain't say, man. I've been on joke time tonight.
Good job.
Anyway. Hey, so hey, man, appreciate everybody that's been tapping in. Any more thing else on the allowance before we close out? All right, man. Hey, man, salute to Lewis and Prince. That's super dope topics of the night, man. Appreciate everybody that's been tapping in with us, man. We are the Monday Night Crew. We record every other Monday, man. Please like, subscribe. That's how we grow the platform. That's how we grow the show. Thank you, everybody. It's your boy K.Mims. I got the ladies of the show, Miss Asia, Princess, and Brittany. My bros, Louis B and DJ J Dub. We are the Monday Night Crew, and we are out.
Bye.
Let's get it.